So we've got some pretty damn exciting news today. I didn't think this was ever gonna happen. How's it going? I'm Chris James and this is another Pixel adventure. Just when you thought that 2020 was gonna give you everything bad, DJI has come along and maybe there's a bit of good news out of all this terrible chaos. Yes, today we are talking about the news that there could possibly be a DJI Osmo Pocket 2. Wow. I never thought I would see the day. If you haven't seen my review on the DJI Osmo Pocket, I'm gonna leave a link in the description that you can check that out. I would usually put like a thingy up there, but I don't really see the point in them. And if you're new to this channel, why not think about giving me a sub if you find it good, and maybe even a big thumbs up, because that really helps too. I make videos on videography and photography skills, usually on budget equipment. I'm thinking about getting into it a little bit more. So yeah, if you like that sort of stuff, you're in the right place. So what do we know about the DJI Osmo Pocket so far? Well, absolutely nothing at the moment. All we have is a few minor details, and considering how close it's coming up to this information being revealed, I would have thought that there might have been a little bit more on the scene, or a few more leaks or a few more rumors than we actually have, but no, there are very little. So let's just go through what we do know. So we know that the DJI conference is going to be taking place on the 14th of October, and that's not too far away from the release of this video. So we've got some cool news coming up. Yes, DJI are going to be having a conference. They're usually their annual conference that they do, where they talk about their drones and any new sort of tech that they've got coming out. And 14th of October is going to be a virtual conference where we get to find out all their new stuff. Now, what is a little bit weird is that rumors on the internet about a release date of the DJI Osmo Pocket 2 sort of pin it down for the 20th of October. So that's only a few days after the actual conference. Whether that much is true, I'm not too sure, but the Drone XL website seems to say that it's actually confirmed. I will leave a link to that article in the description, along with every other sort of reference that I make in this video. And yeah, and that the Osmo Pocket 2 has been confirmed that date. So that's going to be some pretty interesting news. DJI has left an image on their website that says instant clarity and superior accuracy. I've got a feeling that that probably applies to the drones that they're going to announce there, but we can actually only hope that maybe that applies to an upgraded sensor on the DJI Osmo Pocket 2. Fingers crossed, who knows? Something else to note, which I think is quite important, is that Drone DJ has picked up that the DJI Mimo app has dropped all the Osmo branding. So perhaps we're not going to be getting the DJI Osmo Pocket 2, but maybe just the Pocket 2 or just the DJI Pocket. Who knows what we're going to be getting in terms of naming conventions. One thing that we can do is speculate about what we actually want to see, and my sort of wish list on what I want to see on the Osmo Pocket 2. I really hope for an upgrade. I'm hoping they don't regress and go back and make it budget friendly. I'm really happy with the current price point of the DJI Osmo Pocket, so let's hope it stays in that bracket. But yeah, let's go through what we want from the DJI Osmo Pocket. And if you've got any ideas and you want to share your thoughts about actually what you would like to see, or if you agree with me and you want my features in there as well, let me know in the comment section. Let's have a chat about it. So size-wise, I do think there is room for this Pocket beast to be a little bit bigger, in my honest opinion. A lot of people complain that it's maybe too small, and I for one have made that complaint that it's a bit too small because my hands are massive, and so touching the screen on the Osmo Pocket is a little bit difficult for me. So yeah, having a bigger body on the camera, that would be amazing, and I think that maybe that would allow for bigger parts just in general, a bigger gimbal, or how about a bigger camera? That would be absolutely incredible. So I'm kind of hoping for a bigger form factor. Bigger, in this case, I think is better. I think one place that we can look to for a bit of inspiration is the DJI drones that are out on the market at the moment. If you look at some of the newer drones that are coming out, they're using the same form factor for the camera on the front, but they are actually much bigger, and I still think that they're portable. I still think that we can get away and use that. If they can transfer what they're using on the drones, that sort of technology and that sort of size, that would be great. Maybe we can up the image sensor size, that would be amazing, because there's so much more that we can do if we just have a little bit of extra sensor size. One of the top features that I would really like to drag out into the DJI Osmo Pocket 2 is to be able to do a 4K 60 FPS. That would be great. I know that when you're filming on the DJI Osmo Pocket, you've got the 4K 25 if you're doing it in superfine, but I think it's time for a camera upgrade. I know that the technology is there, so I'd really like to see that transferred over into the DJI Osmo Pocket 2. Please, if you could do that, that would be great. Or maybe take a leaf out of the GoPro family and crank it up to 6K. I know maybe I'm asking for a miracle, but that would be lovely. Can you imagine that extra sharp 6K footage? Ah, I'd be blown away. Another thing I'd really like to see out of this thing is maybe a little slow motion. Now, at the moment, this records in 120 FPS, but you know, we know that the speeds go way beyond that in terms of slow motion. And I really think that one of the beautiful things about having a gimbal camera is actually being able to capture that slow motion B-roll. So why don't we slow it down just a little bit more and get more beautiful shots out of it. One of the biggest things that I would like more of on this camera, and I know it sounds wild to say this because it's not too big of a deal with or without it, I would like more control of the Cinelog features. You know, we've got S-Log 1 all the way up to 9 on some DSLR cameras, but it'd be nice to have that a little bit stronger just to kind of color grade our shots in post even more so, and get rid of the harsh highlights and shadows and stuff like that. So more control by using the extra D-Cine-like or S-Log. The tracking on this is really good, but it would be nice if they could perhaps up their game a little bit and use the AI technology that DJI has to maybe do better object recognition and give us some extra software. Now, software is where I think this is probably going to get its biggest upgrade. I don't know how much more you can do with the small camera. So if that's staying the same, I think what we're going to expect is where the software comes into play. I think DJI's biggest focus with the Osmo Pocket is aiming and appealing towards vloggers, people who make their daily vlogs and they want to bring something that's small and compact and they can bring out with them. And I think that we're going to see more of that in the DJI Osmo Pocket 2. What I hope that means is that we don't go back and reduce the quality to make it more affordable. I know affordable is great, but I also want to see something amazing as well. A thing I think that vloggers might really like, and that I had a feeling, this is my premonition, that the DJI Osmo Pocket 2 might have, is they might have software for effects already pre-programmed into taking your shots. So what could be a really good one is like automatic dollying, you know, where you zoom out, you see that on screen right now, the zooming in and zooming out at the same time. I have a feeling that that might be implemented automatically on the cameras. I know some smartphone apps can do that already. I still think that gadgets are going to be here to stay. I don't think that DJI are going to miss out on that cash cow. I actually think they're really helpful as well. I love using this extension rod. I think it's really nice. It just really gives you some extra depth. And I don't think that's going to go anywhere too soon on an upgraded version of the DJI Osmo Pocket 2. One thing I'm curious about though, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below, are they going to be compatible on the new DJI Osmo Pocket 2? I would really hope that perhaps they are. So yeah, they're my thoughts on the DJI Osmo Pocket 2. We're hopefully going to find something out on the 14th of October, and with any luck, we're going to get a new DJI Osmo Pocket 2 on the 20th of October of 2020. That would be crazy. Let me know in the comments section what you think, what you want, what features would really be great for you. And don't forget to give this video a huge thumbs up. Smash it, smash that like button if you got something good out of this video. And I'll see you in the next one.